Cal BHP UK, and strapped to the dyno today we have the Honda CBR 1000 RR Fireblade. It is the SP version, so it does have the electronic suspension and such like. It is a 2025 bike, so it is the Euro 5 Plus, allegedly making 214 brake horsepower at the crank. This particular one's come fitted with an Akrapovic end can, so we're obviously just going to run it up on the dyno, see what the bike's doing, and then we'll get it tuned up to suit that end can. We were actually very excited to get Honda's flagship sports bike on the dyno, and the bike didn't disappoint us, and we were really happy with what we were able to achieve with the bike. At wide open throttle, the bike was making 201 brake horsepower at the back wheel. Because it's a Euro 5 Plus bike, it still needed a little fuel adding lower down in the rev range, even at wide open throttle. We did that. That should smooth out the power delivery, and we did gain a modest 2 brake horsepower at the top end. You can see at 50% now we're pretty much running at 13.2 AFR across the rev range, and you can see that the plot is significantly smoother. The small dips have all been ironed out. At 25% we've absolutely transformed the way that the bike rides and delivers its power. Again, you can see that we've had to add quite a lot of fuel throughout the rev range, but the plot is totally different. The big dips, especially around 10,000 RPM, have been fully wiped out, and we've got quite a nice parabola now. This is a bike that makes 65 horsepower, or just short of, at 25% accelerator opening. So those kind of openings, especially when you're around town, you're coming through villages and such like. Even the power delivery when you're coming out of corners, it really transforms the way that the bike rides. Because it produces so much power, you could easily ride it at that sort of throttle opening pretty much the entire day. This bike is available on our ECU flasher. This is a device that lets you take a read from your bike if you're not local to us. Send that file to us by email. One of our map writers will pick it up, modify it, taking into account any hardware mods you've made to the bike. Please do hit the subscribe, the like, and the bell icon. It really does help us out, and it keeps you notified of any new projects that we've got in the pipeline.